Well, welcome to Praise TV, WBQP channel 12.8. My name is Robin Richard, and I'm your host for this incredible interview. You're going to sit back and relax and enjoy and be inspired by um, my guest, my special guest today, Pastor Sharon Jones with Free Will Ministries, and the beautiful thing about it, as you see on your screen, is that you will have this opportunity to be encouraged, to be inspired, to meet other incredible women. And listen, folks, we're celebrating Women's History Month, so join me as we welcome in Pastor Sharon Jones for the Free Will Ministries Conference to talk about this phenomenal program coming up, the Phenomenal Women Glow Conference, giving light to other women. So please welcome in. I'm going to start clapping for Pastor Sharon Jones.
Good
Welcome, welcome.
morning.
Good morning. Good morning. So excited to be on Praise TV, WBQP 12.8. And so, however you're listening to us, whether it's on TV or whether it's on Facebook or YouTube, you are welcome. And I think people will, as they've enjoyed you before, Pastor Sharon, they will sit back and enjoy this conversation. We're going into Women's History Month. So let me just pause and say thank you for starting off Women's History Month by celebrating the beauty, the spirituality, the physicality, the awesomeness, the phenomenalness that is women. So thank you so much for doing that.
You're welcome, Robin. You're so welcome. It's a delight. It's a delight to be on this morning and just chatting with you regarding this awesome event. We're looking forward to it. We're excited about it, and we're gearing up and getting ready to go.
Yeah, and I am so excited. We're going to hear that word a whole bunch the next half hour, because this is 2 decades. So a lot of people know about the young ladies that you have, the Rites of Passage program that you've done for decades, and so this is parallel to that. So let's first of all let's give them the who, what, why, where of the Phenomenal Women Glow Conference. Let's tell them about that. So it is coming up this Saturday, March 7th, 2026, at Free Will Ministries in the Destiny Center from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And they encourage pre-registration. We'll have the link on there. It's on the flyer. You can do the QR code or go directly to Eventbrite. Let's get into uh, the why of the conference. Why was it put on your heart to not only do this conference but to continue to do the conference?
Well, um, just putting together my thoughts of this conference, my heart is always for women, because of the fact that women give out so much. Even it makes me think about childbirth. As we birth our children, we deliver so much, we give so much from childbirth to adulthood with our children. Not only with our children, we have so many other people around us that we're always pouring into. We're always trying to encourage. We're always trying to help. So we, as women, we're givers. Rarely do we receive as much as we give out. And
Wow.
and there are times that I feel we need to sit down and we need to receive. We need to receive the love, we need to receive the word, we need to receive encouragement. Just as much as we give out, we need to receive back. Because if not, we will deplenish in every way, and we're so good at carrying things that we could carry it and be empty all
Mm.
at the same time. So I wanted to really give women an opportunity to sit back and receive. The Glow Conference is all about giving light to other women. Maybe they have experienced situations in their life that cause their light to diminish or cause their light to completely go out. Well, we need to ignite each other. And this is what this conference is about, giving an opportunity for another woman to ignite another woman.
You said something
Because
that's pretty powerful, that you started out talking about how women are givers and continuously giving, but that depletion that you talked about, I think it's so important. And we're going to get into the women that will help us refill our cups, if you will. But I want to go. I'm a Bible scholar now, so I'm not going to tell you. I'm gonna have you look it up, which scripture, as we say in the country, this is from. But that scripture that talks about fill my cup, Lord, and let it overflow. That sometimes, in in general, but specifically as women, that we have a tendency to, we find ourselves, not have a tendency, we may find ourselves feeling giving from that cup instead of that
Mhm.
overflow. So we then become depleted, and so we're going, thinking I can do all of this. And who sang that song? I think it's a spiritual song. I ain't your superwoman. I'm not your superwoman. But we do feel
I hope
often
it's
weird.
spiritual, Robin.
I'm not your superwoman, but sometimes in that we need to tell ourselves that, because we continue to give and give and give, and then that depletes us. And then how do we go back, and the proverbial gas station, how do we go back and get refill? And I submit that conferences such as this, the Phenomenal Women Glow Conference, is one of those filling stations, one of those gas stations where you can go back and refuel, and and really get back to filling your cup, and then feeding out others through that overflow.
Yes, yes, most definitely. We have to be our sister keeper
Mm.
and look out for one another. When you see someone who is struggling in some form or fashion, where you can tell that they may have hit a roadblock and it has caused them to be drained. Well, as a sister keeper, you don't want to leave your sister out there, depleted. You want to encourage her, you want to build her up, you want to ensure that she get her bounce back, because in today's time, it's so much happening, even in the mental aspect of it. Once a person get drained, it's no telling where they'll go. So we want to love on our sisters and be there for them, and let them know that there is someone there that will help them be restored, get their life back, get their bounce back. And we care enough about them not to leave them out there by themselves.
And I think it feels good when you get your bounce back. It certainly doesn't feel good when you when you lose it. But I think there is this
Oh
this
no.
extra sort of um, energy, extra sort of spirit that you get when you get that bounce back, because perhaps you remember where either where you lost it,
Hmm.
or you remember at that lowest point where you were. It may not even have been that lowest point, but it certainly was a decrease from where you were. And so getting that, it's almost like it's this um, joy that you get, so joy and happiness. But it's almost like this joy. You go, oh yeah, this was my joy, and this is why I am put here, not only on the earth, but in this particular situation, or area, or this was my, whether they say it's for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And so sometimes you need that refuel, as we were talking about. And you have the women that you have. So we're going to get to you and to Dr. Crenshaw, On the way to you and Dr. Crenshaw as the main speakers, you have some fantastic women who are in reading their bios are not only educated, but they have this history of empowering other women. So let's talk about the Pastor Osgood, Lady Page, Lady Treywick, and Evangelist Williams. Let's talk about those four. What made you decide to invite them to be on the panel?
Well, these ladies, I've been around. Pastor Osgood is pastor of one of our sister churches. Um, and just observing her, powerful woman of God, who powerful but yet humble, um, who has the ability to speak life into women. And I can even remember back, and I'm gonna try to keep this real short on her. The first time that I met her, I was over in Moss Point, Mississippi, speaking at a church over there. And I had prayed for all of these women. And I'm getting ready to close out. And she walks up to me and she began to pray for me and speak life into me. And it was just at a time that about much needed. Nobody knew exactly what I was going through, but this woman poured into me like she knew me 20 years and she had just met me that day. Powerful woman of God.
Well,
Um,
you talked earlier about being attentive to other people and being, and doing that. So it sounds like she did just that to you and for you.
she did. She really did. She did. And to know her is to love her. Very humble. She is a engineer and powerful, as I said, who really just has the anointing of God on her life. So that's why I invited her. I knew that she can speak life into other women, and I knew that from experience. Um, Labria Page, I met her at another conference as well, and she's a young woman. But she was on another panel, and this woman stood out above all other women because she was able to speak life into single women. And who better to speak life than another single woman? Speak life into single women than another single woman who have gone through some of the experiences. But she was so real and so raw. And I
Mm.
said that I need to bring her in so that other women could really receive from her, because it's a lot of times single women don't want to hear from the married women because they feel like they don't know what they're going through. So there you have it. Someone who has experienced some of the things that you're experiencing, some of the things that you may experience. However, she's able to give life, speak life into you.
And
So,
I like the fact that you have this diversity in age
yeah,
with these women. I think I know Sandra Osgood. I think she belongs to another service organization that we had worked with. It's her name and her face and her background sounds familiar because I think that there was a connection when you said the engineer. I know she's a mechanical engineer. I think there was a connection with her and Lloyd talking, and that's why it stands out because we were talking about science.
hmm
And so I think I have met her before. And if it is the same one, I can understand that. And so then I appreciate that you have Labria Page, who by her picture and by her bio seems to be a young woman. And so blending in this diversity in age, not only in marital status, as you alluded to, but also in age. I think it's so important, especially as we age. I believe it's important to not only to keep younger people around, but to ensure that you're clearing a path and not blocking a path for them. So I think in what you're doing with this is you are clearing a path so that she can continue to make her way and encourage other young people too. I think that's so important.
Yes, definitely, definitely. And that's my heart desire, is that we not be one dimensional, because you're going to have such a diverse group attending. You want all needs to be met as much as possible. um, People are coming to receive, but they want to receive something within the areas that they're dealing with. So therefore, it takes a diverse group to meet the entire needs of the body that's attending.
Yeah. And let me tell you, if you are just joining us, we're talking about you being able to attend the Phenomenal Women Glow Conference. Glow means giving light to other women. And so whether you have a light that you can extend to someone, or maybe you need your light reignited, this conference is for you. And bring your mother, bring your sisters, bring your sister friends, bring your aunties, bring your nieces, bring everybody who you think and know would benefit from that. It is Saturday, March 7th from 10 to 2 p.m. at the Free Will Ministries Destiny Center, right at 836 West Michigan Avenue in Pensacola. And let me tell you, I have visited the Destiny Center, was just there, was that last week or a couple of weeks ago, and just the welcome mat is always there. You will always feel the love. You will always be welcome, and you will not walk away the same way. You will not walk out the same way that you walked in. So if you're coming in great, you're going to be greater. If you're coming in a little bit less than, you're gonna come out gooder. I know that ain't right English, but you're gonna come out gooder than you went in. So we're going to talk about some expectations, but let's continue. You have two other speakers coming in, Kendra Treywick and Carolyn Williams. So let's
Yeah.
talk about them.
Okay, Kendra. If you're on social media, you may know Kendra. Kendra is all over social media. She is a social media influencer. She does uh, the clothing, buying clothes at a discounted price, going to various shops and buying clothing, and she's showing you how you can save money by doing so. Um, and she buy the best of the best for $5. I'm like, girl, I need
Wow.
to find out where you shop. And she's showing you how to put them together and how you can make things work. So I'm not going to discount all of the other clothing stores. But
But
if I
she's showing you how to make a way out of no way.
way out of no way, shopping
And
on
look
a
good.
dime, shopping on a dime. I mean, she get the best of the best name
Wow.
brand, and she's showing you daily how you can mix and match and put them together and make them work.
Mhm.
I've never seen anything like it before. It makes me want to stop shopping at all these expensive places and save my money.
Well, and shop in your own closet too, so
There you
sometimes
go.
you put things in and then, part the Red Sea to find something, and we're pushing all of those things back, resources that we have right there. And I think that goes to, I'm glad that you're showing, we talked about the spirituality. I'm glad you're showing the physicalness of women, and how sometimes when you're not feeling good inside, you need that little external push, and
Sure.
clothing is one of those ways that you can do that. It's you may not feel 100%, but when your clothes are right on, and and somebody else comes up to you and goes, in the vernacular, girl, GURL, not GIRL, but girl, you look good, or you wearing that, or that's where, something like that can kind of put that little lift up in
Yes.
you. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I'd already read it, so I'm excited.
Most definitely.
Somebody told me I needed a personal shopper, and I took that as a compliment, saying they like, "Oh, you look cute. You have a personal shopper." I said, "Listen, let me tell you who my personal shopper is, Sheila and BJ." And so, so how do you how do you do that and elevate not only your sense of style, but really set yourself apart? And then let's end with Carolyn Williams. She's already a
Mhm.
powerhouse. Lord have
Oh,
mercy.
oh my, oh my. Once you hear Carolyn Williams, I tell you, you start following her. Carolyn is the founder of Jamie's House, helping women who suffered from abuse and brokenness and drug addiction. Carolyn has a testimony out of this world. And I dare not give her testimony because I want her to share this. But every woman need to hear her testimony. She comes from I'll say this part. She was shot and still has the bullet on the inside of her, but yet living. So she's going to share. I'm sure she's going to share her testimony. Carolyn helps all types of women. She works continuously with the Escambia County Jail. I think she goes once a week to the jail ministering to the women that are behind bars and have been doing that for years. Those who are with drug addiction, she opened up Jamie's House to help women who are maybe in an abusive situation and need a place to go.
Well, you have women on this panel who have been there, done that. So these are not
Yes.
just women who read about it somewhere,
Mhm.
who are only studied on the pages of a textbook, but have really have this, as Dr. LaSharon Wiley always says, this lived experience.
Right.
And I think that's powerful. And then let's go to a lot of people know her as a nurse, a healthcare professional, Dr. Janice Crenshaw, and a lot of us met her through when she worked at Baptist Hospital, but now she has an international stage, and so you've invited her back to come back here from Georgia. So let's talk about Dr. Crenshaw.
Dr. Crenshaw is a renowned international person. I was talking to her on last week and I asked Dr. Crenshaw, I said, when do you sleep? Because I tell you, she is busy. Matter of fact, she just sent me a text of information just a few minutes ago. And I'm like, when do you sleep? She's always thinking, she's creative, she's always trying to push women to the next level. And she's pushing me, and I'm like, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. And she's like, girl, come on, come on.
Listen. What they tell you when you see this buffet, take the meat and throw out the bone. Take what she's giving you and just put it in a storehouse because you may
Yeah.
not need it now. You may need it later. So, but if you never take it in, yeah, and to have someone of her caliber and her renown to be a part of your peer system is a beautiful thing.
Yes, it's a blessing. It really is. It's a blessing because her heart is for women going to the next level, not staying stagnant. It in various ways, she's so involved in the community, not only in Georgia. I told her the other day, I said, you need a house here in Pensacola because you're here every other week. You need you need a
Wow.
place to stay here. And she's like, girl, no, I'm going back. But
That's the thing. You're being an ambassador for Pensacola and for Escambia County. Thank you for trying to increase the taxes here. I know the commissioners and they're like, Pastor Jones is our ambassador. We need more like her.
put me on the payroll. I'll do it.
And then so she is going to be the guest speaker for Saturday. You're going to have the panel. She's going to be the guest speaker for
Yes.
for Sunday. And then you have this incredible sister on Sunday who is going to bring the word, who is not only beautiful to look at, but has this amazing beauty inside, and never, as we were talking about Labria, who never shuts the door on other women. So we just talk about Pastor Sharon D. Jones? Can we just talk about her for a minute? You know her? Do you know her? What's her bio? Can we talk about her for a second?
Listen, all I can say is that she loves women, and anything she could do to help women move to the next level,
Yes.
game. She's
Yes.
game. I just don't want to see our sisters out there feeling helpless.
Yeah.
So anything that I can do to help another woman go to the next level or get up out of the mud, um, I'm going to do that. I have a program, Phenomenal Women Debutante Program. That's with teenage girls, 15 to 19. We give sessions to them, building their self-esteem, social grace, um, financial literacy, and much, much more. We've had for 20 years, 20 plus years.
Wow.
And then um, it stemmed from the Phenomenal Women, which is the adult women. The Phenomenal Women was founded first in my local church, and that's just helping build women, build women in their strength, spiritual strength, build women in their self-esteem as well, because even as adults, we deal with that too. And
Oh
just,
my.
yeah, encouraging them to go further, as this conference is about giving light to other women, because we go through so much. There are times our lights are dim, and we might as well admit it. We're not on top of the world all the time. We lose it sometime. We fall off sometime. So you need another sister to help you back up.
That's
Get
right.
up, girl. It's okay.
I want to go because I think, and I think that's when I was looking at this and sort of one of the many reasons that a teenager, a young woman, a woman, an elder states woman would want to be here is because sometimes you say giving light to other women. There is a difference between imitation and inspiration, because sometimes we can start to imitate somebody so much. We're inspired by them, but we start to imitate that we lose our individuality
Oh,
in that. And so this opportunity, when you're saying giving light to other women, you're not telling people to turn over their resource to others. You're saying to share that with other people. Sometimes we become so, and I've seen this, women, and I'm saying women because this is a conference, and I know men do this too, that they pull from other people so much that they become this sort of mini me, that they lose their individuality. They're inspired by them, but they end up losing their individuality in that process. Talk about that, and how this conference can address that for those women who either have gone through that or know someone who's going through that, or or just coming out of it.
yeah. Okay. You don't need to be a carbon copy of someone else. You be you, who God created you to be. He created you to be a beautiful individual for a divine purpose. And whatever your purpose is, you need to find that purpose. Now, you may have a mentor who you are looking up to, who may give you encouragement, who may give you guidance, but that's not for you to be a duplicate of that individual, because that individual is that individual. That's not you. You be you. Always be you. I'm going to be me regardless of who I'm connected to.
Yeah.
But yes, sometimes we try to take on that individual's personality, and it doesn't necessarily fit you. And we can tell it doesn't fit you. You don't need to do that. All you need to do is to receive from them the goods that they have for you, that's going to help you move to the next level. And it might only be for a season. It might not be for a
Yeah,
lifetime. I
that's right.
have I have many people that I've mentored along the way, but after I've mentored them, they may drop off and move on up to another level to someone else. That's okay. That's okay. But I don't want to see these mini me's walking around.
Yeah.
I'm the best Sharon that I could be.
Yeah.
Okay. You're the best Robin that you could be. No, I can't be Robin. Lord knows I cannot be Robin.
Listen, let me tell you what my sister Michelle tells you. I'm gonna give y'all some sister talk here. My sister Michelle says that, and my mother had a thing too. My sister says that she said you don't care if somebody tell you go out here with a skirt and some cowboy boots, and you don't care what somebody says. I said, listen, I bought those cowboy boots, so I'm gonna wear them, and I don't care if I'm wearing plaid and stripes and my cowboy boots. If I'm thinking I'm looking good that day, I'm I ain't wearing it, and I'd be doggone. I know that ain't a Christian word, but I'd be doggone if somebody tell me, Robin, you don't look good in that plaid and stripes and cowboy boots. I hope somebody just says that is so unique, Robin. That is so unique. But that I think that as you talk about giving light to other women is not doing it so that it burns them, but that it encourages them to look within themselves and see, as you said, that individuality. And I love what you said. You be you. And when we lose our way, again, a conference like the Phenomenal Women's Glow Conference, giving light to other women, is a place for you. So we've just got maybe a minute or so left here, Pastor
Oh my.
Sharon. Let's go back and remind them. I'm going to give the I want you to give the why, but I'm going to give them the who and the what. So you are cordially invited to come, to bring along, to invite others, to show up, to show out, to receive, to engage, to sit quietly and absorb however you choose to, but be in the room at the Phenomenal Women Glow Conference, giving light to other women. And that's coming up on Saturday, March 7th, 2026, from 10 o'clock to 2 p.m. Registration, just hit that QR code right on your screen, or go to Eventbrite and put in Phenomenal Women Glow Conference. It'll come right up, and it's going to be at Free Will Ministries Destiny Center, again on Saturday, March 7th, from 10 to 2 p.m., 836 West Michigan Avenue. You will not want to miss this. You will want to bring others again, so that you can not only fill your cup if your cup is empty, but you can get some overflow. And if you don't have a cup, if you find yourself in that place where you don't even have a cup, this conference is for you, because it's going to be filled not only with this inspiring word, but with resources, and you can network with other women and see people who have, as we heard about these panelists, people who have been there and done that. And so this conference is for you. So I'm going to leave the last word to Pastor Sharon, who will be the main speaker on Sunday. You're invited as well, Dr. Janice Crenshaw on Saturday. And so come and hear these two powerful women of God really impart words of wisdom, knowledge, and most importantly, experience. They done been there, done that. So Pastor Sharon, I will leave that last word to you.
Thank you, Robin. Yes, come on out to the Phenomenal Women Glow Conference on Saturday. I know that there's a word in the house for you, the fellowship, the connections that we're going to make. Women coming from all areas, not just the city of Pensacola. They're coming from many directions. So come and be a part to receive what God has for you. We want to ignite the light within you. Or you give light to someone else. So all of us have an active part in this conference. We're not going to walk away with the dim light. I guarantee you, when we finish, we're going to all shine bright together, because we have made such a powerful connection. So register on Eventbrite, as Miss Robin has said. Go to Phenomenal Women Glow Conference on Eventbrite and register today. To God be the glory.
I thought you were gonna sing and shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright. I know
Don't
Troy
test
gonna get me
me,
for this if I
Robin.
start singing because he gonna say, Robin, we ain't got no royalty money. But you can, as Pastor Sharon has said, get ready to shine bright like a diamond. So again, the invitation has been set. The welcome mat is out, and your presence is expected. And so, on behalf of Praise TV, WBQP channel 12.8, my name is Robin Richard. We with our special guest, Pastor Sharon D. Jones of Free Will Ministries. And listen, if you need this, if you want this, if you are on the fence about this, then this is for you, because that means that you were thinking about something in your life that needs a little umph, a little shining. And as she said, nothing will be taken away from you. There will be no dim lights in this conference. So come on out to the Phenomenal Women Glow Conference on Saturday, March 7. We'll see you there. Thank y'all on behalf of Praise TV and WBQP 12.8. Have a good day.
Thank you.